Hey everyone, welcome to Fighting Over the Card Catalog, a snarky look back on young adult novels of the 80s and 90s. I'm Jess.
I'm Steven, and I'm here to make my wife happy.
We're taking a journey to find out how many terrible and hopefully some not so terrible books from my youth I can get my husband to read before he reconsiders this whole marriage.
But mostly terrible.
Mostly terrible. But, I'm trying to put one good book in there a month or so.
Hey.
So, hi. So, only 75% terrible-ish. How are you?
I need a neectomy or a neotomy.
Yeah.
One of those things. But anyway. Yeah, I'll live.
I think you need to take more ibuprofen.
You think so?
I do.
I probably just need to actually go to the doctor.
You should actually go to a doctor.
Yeah.
But you have to go to the VA and that sucks.
Yeah, because I'll have to go south Dallas, and that's like an hour and
it's
10
like so
minutes. Far. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Fun times, getting old.
Too bad you just can't come see my physical therapist.
Yeah.
And I started this week, and I love...
All your stuff is right here.
All my stuff is right here because I'm not a veteran. And...
yeah. So...
we treat veterans shit.
Well, when I look at cost...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not convenient.
Is it worth it in gas money?
Yeah. Yeah, when I had to go to the emergency room and everything, I think, and had, all those prescriptions and stuff.
Yeah, those were going to be expensive.
I think I paid maybe $60 or $70 for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was worth it. Whereas, going to an emergency room here and doing all of that same stuff.
Even with insurance.
Yeah, I'm going to be out a couple of grand. So, a couple of grand versus $70.
Yeah, okay. It's worth the drive.
Yeah.
So, you should drive down.
It's just not convenient for, things that you can live with, but...
You're not living with it very well. Yeah. You should go. I don't know when, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you got PT on my half days.
I do. But it's good for me.
Not physical training, but physical therapy, because PT in the military is physical training.
Oh. Well, I'm training my muscles and nerves to work better.
Right.
So, yeah. And then I got Saturday mornings, too, where I get to go in the hydro tank. I'm so excited. Yeah. Even though she says it's not easy. It's still work. Which is why she scheduled me later in the day. Because I need to recover from Friday.
Right.
But I don't care. I'm still psyched. I feel better already. So
nice.
Yeah. So anyway, this week's book.
Sleepover Friends, number 4. Patty's New Look. Patty's always been quiet and shy. But then one night, the Sleepover Friends take a personality quiz, and it says Patty's too boring. The girls tell her it's only a dumb test, but Patty believes it, and she decides it's time for a new Patty. This girl has to be so gullible.
Oh, for sure.
First, she goes out and buys some crazy clothes. Then she becomes friends with Karen, who's completely boy crazy. And suddenly, everything is awesome and intense. If Patty keeps changing, she may start thinking that sleepovers are for babies. Have the girls lost their sleepover friend forever?
Karen never thought that sleepovers were for babies.
No.
Just some of the stuff they did.
Yep. But... and she didn't all of a sudden become friends with Karen.
No.
She was a friend from the city before. It was like a family friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you blurbs.
Okay, so what'd you think of it?
I'm glad it was a quick read.
Uh-huh.
I got about 2/3 of it done, and I was just so bored.
You were so bored.
I wanted to fall asleep. But I had to
It's
finish
75 pages.
it. Yeah. Yeah. And there's about 2 or 3 good pages.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, what can you say? It's about teenage girls. It's
Not even teenage. They're
it has
10.
it has fat shaming. It has
God. Nerd shaming.
nerd shaming,
I mean, not even nerdy. Just like liking to read.
clothes shaming, eyebrow shaming. Yeah,
The color brown shaming.
the color brown shaming.
Yeah, they're very judgmental, these girls, and they're only 10.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had asked you the question, is this really what girls are like when they get together? Do they really just talk about people a lot?
And yeah.
And, I related a story where my ex and I were at a football game, a high school football game. And
What, not in high school? Or were you?
She was in high school.
Oh,
I was
okay.
19.
Okay.
Yeah. So her and her best friend were sitting right next to each other, and they just kept talking about people like bad. And they're in the middle of a crowd watching football. And they start talking about this one guy, and his parents were sitting 2 rows in front of us, and they were just being really loud. Yeah.
It's not funny. That's terrible. But
Yeah.
But
yeah, it makes me wonder if, that is what girls do when they get together.
I mean, yeah, not only, but yeah, especially then.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, especially in school when everyone's, it's like that's your whole world,
Right.
And
I guess
yeah.
Girls talk about girls and guys talk about girls. Because guys don't talk about like, hey, did you see so-and-so what he was wearing?
Yeah.
I can't believe he would wear that. Or
Really?
Yeah.
Like, not at all? So would that, like, not make... I mean, but you care about what you wore, right?
Well, I mean, me
Or is
personally...
that
Well,
for
and
girls?
that may be what it was, too, is that me personally was very poor, so I wore hand-me-down clothes, and maybe
Right.
that was just an issue with me where I didn't bring up. Maybe other guys did. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if guys didn't talk about it, then why would you care? Unless it were for girls. This is very heteronormative, by the way, but that's what we got. So.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up in a very heteronormative society where we were told pink is for girls and blue is for boys. And
I'm going to totally switch that up for the grandbabies, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to get Dax pink stuff and Luna blue stuff. But that actually works. Because I'm getting Luna only Ravenclaw stuff, so that's fine.
Gotcha.
Anyway, you want to rate it?
Rate it?
Rate the book. Scale of 1, best book ever. I don't think it's going to be a 1.
No, I mean, it wasn't the worst because it was short, so I'm giving it a 5.
Okay. I'm going to give it like a 7. It was so bad.
It gets bonus points for being so short.
I know. That was just because I needed to go easy on you this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No problem. You're not going to appreciate
I appreciate it.
You're not going to appreciate next week, but we'll get into that later. So, quick reminder about the girls in the Sleepover Friends. We've got Stephanie, and she's like the boy craziest. She's from the city, which we assume is New York, and she likes to wear only red, black, and white, although that is never portrayed on the cover. She's wearing green and white, teal and white. I don't know. Kate wants to be a director. She's not Stephanie's biggest fan. She's just only a fan of classic movies. Patty is also from the city. She is the newest sleepover friend. She moved there recently. She's tall. She's awkward about and very shy. And Lauren, our narrator for all the books, she really has no discernible quality. She lets her imagination get away from her a lot. Run away a lot. But, like, that's it.
Yeah, she seems to be like the neutral one a lot.
Yeah. Is that another way of saying boring?
No, it's like in between, it's like, I don't know, it's like the personality quiz.
Yeah. I mean, you could describe her to somebody if you needed to.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, those are our girls. And
she knows her friends, though.
She knows her friends.
Yeah. So as she's intuitive of her friends.
That's true. Okay. All right. So at the very first sleepover of the book, the girls are looking through magazines and they're talking about all these famous people in their world, but it gets very confusing with all the names. It's like goes on for like 3 pages talking about, oh, this person's dating this person. It's like these aren't real people and it's very confusing. Oh, and one of the articles in there is about kissing, and so the girls practice on their pillows and then on their arms. Just in case these 10-year-olds are going to see like some hot action real soon.
Yeah. And that's what they said. We may need to know this.
We may need to. Did you practice it? Kissing like that?
I probably practiced on my arm.
Yeah.
I probably practiced on my pillow too.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I think I practiced on my hand.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw that in a movie or something. Peeling so bad.
Did you make a little face with your...
No, did not. Did not.
With your pointy finger and your thumb?
No, like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you French kiss yourself like that?
I don't think French kiss. Okay, stop. You nasty. Oh, and Kate says...
So that's the first thing is, I don't know these people by name.
Okay.
I probably know Patty now by name.
Yeah.
But the other ones, they're all interchangeable, kinda. So.
Kate's the one who's into movies, and
okay.
Stephanie's the one who wears red, black, and white, and was from the city.
All right.
Yeah.
But during their interactions.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. They're all pretty neutral. Yeah. But anyways, Kate's like, oh, practicing on the pillow is silly. And she says, if the first boy I kiss is soft and fat, he's the wrong one anyway.
Yep.
Wow. I know you're 10, but fuck all the way off, Kate. Oh my goodness. Ugh. When did you have your first kiss?
I would say I know who it was with. Let me think about when. It was either 4th or 5th grade.
Are you serious? Like a real kiss?
No, it was just like a mouth to mouth, no tongue or anything. Yeah.
And it was like just the once? Or
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What about like your first real kiss?
That was probably junior high.
Mm-hmm.
And I was probably 7th grade. 6th or 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those.
Wow. Do you remember the person?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember until you asked me the question.
Where were you?
I don't remember the instance.
Oh, wow.
I just...
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
Huh.
It was actually my bus driver's daughter who happened to be in the same grade as me.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is that why you liked her? Like that bus driver action? I didn't have my first kiss till I was 17.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Were you just...
Well, no guys
isolated?
liked me. Yeah, in like middle school and stuff. And then I was homeschooled for most of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And you were not around other people?
Yeah. No.
At all?
No. I know.
So you guys didn't go to church and didn't go to...
Oh, we went to church, but I didn't like those people.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I did ballet, but we had no guys in our class.
When I was in high school, that was the biggest like hookup place there was church.
Oh, yeah, well, we weren't Baptist. So.
Oh, that's true.
No, I stopped going to youth group stuff too.
Oh.
And I only went to church because I was forced to. Yeah. So, no. Yeah. But my first kiss was with a preacher's son.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've told you about the family before, the Baptist family that I went to Baptist camp with and church camp. And yeah, we saw each other again when we moved back down here the summer I turned 17. And oh, hey, he got hot all of a sudden. Even though he was like a year younger than me. And so, like, when we were little, he was like 9 and I was 10. And it was like,
yeah.
All of a sudden, we're 16. I just turned 17. And it was like, okay. Yeah. So that was dope. But, yeah. Yeah, 17. It's a little embarrassing. But I'm okay.
Right.
I'm not ashamed.
I'm not shaming you.
Okay, thank you.
I was surprised, not shaming you.
So anyways, they take this quiz called Careful or Carefree. See, I would have been careful on that, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie ends up being completely carefree. Kate and Lauren are somewhere in the middle. But Patty scores super careful. And it says she needs to loosen up. And she takes this very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So they go shopping the next day. And Patty's determined to try new things. And so she buys an outfit that's nothing like her. And the other girls aren't too sure about it. That means a fashion alert, though. Well, we get a little bit from all the girls. Stephanie gets all excited about, of course, a red sweater with white squiggles on it that'll go with her black stretch pants. We get it, Stephanie. Kate picked out a sweater with yellow and green zigzags and some dark green leg warmers. Lauren came up with a turquoise and black top. And Patty starts looking at this navy blue sweater dotted with white snowflakes. But then she's like, no, I'm so dull. Let me find something else. She gets a bunch of stuff to take in the dressing room, but what she comes out with, and this is actually represented on the cover, which I'm pretty impressed with, and I think it's cute. A pink polka dotted sweater, a poison green miniskirt, and striped pink leggings.
Did you say a poison green?
Poison green. That's what it says.
All right.
Although it doesn't say leggings. It doesn't have leggings on the front, but it has leg warmers, which is cuter. And she's also holding a pink high top chuck. And I mean, I think that's a really cute look.
Okay.
Do you have an opinion on it?
No, not
right.
really.
Anyways, I think it's awesome. And the other girls are like, that's a great outfit.
It looks like something a 10-year-old would wear.
Yeah, an 88.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Kate's all like, don't buy it if you're not going to wear it. Once they're done shopping, they go down to the soda fountain. And they all have like their regular drinks. But Patty's like, no, I'm going to drink the secret weapon. A mixture of everything they've got. It's not, it doesn't sound like it's just soda. Like, I mean, because they have like ice cream. And yeah, it's like this purple sludge. Disgusting.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know why this is on the menu because it apparently makes people sick when they actually do drink it.
Yeah. And she does indeed she does it. She like downs it. And it's pretty impressive.
Says it's thick. It coats my throat like cough syrup or something like
that. That's what she said. That's not where your head went, I assume. But,
yes, it is exactly where my head
went. Oh, okay, good. But, yeah, she ends up getting pretty sick. But, like, all the boys are, like, really impressed by this that they run into later. Speaking of all those boys, I also get them confused.
Yeah.
I have no idea which one is which. It kind of like when we saw Dunkirk, and I was like, it might be a good movie, but I cannot tell all these white brunette boys apart, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and it was skipping time, right? So you didn't know.
I couldn't tell them apart. I'm sorry. I know there was a One Direction boy in it, I think. I don't know. Anyways, that was very confusing, and that's how I feel about all the 10-year-old boys in this book. So the girls were getting new outfits for this really big sleepover they're going to. It's going to be 13 girls at their friend Jane's house, and they're going to be going to the ice rink together beforehand. And all the boys are like, yeah, we'll show up too. And so it's going to be like dope as hell. I don't know about you, but in like 5th grade, did you just like show up places where girls were going to be, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 5th grade, no.
Yeah, that seems like really young. Like maybe, I mean, there's a world of difference between like 5th grade and 7th grade.
Yeah.
Or so, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems weird, but that's how we're going with this. Patty almost can't come because she's going to be having company for all of winter vacation. It's her parents' friend's daughter from California, Karen, who will be staying with them while her parents and sister go on college visits for 10 whole days, apparently. Which, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Emily did it about that long.
Right.
Around the northeast. So, yeah. But Kate's like, hey, let's just get her invited. And so she just walks over to Jane's like, hey, explain the situation. And she's like, sure, Karen can come. Patty's real embarrassed by that. But I was like, good on Kate. That was a sensible thing to do. I'm glad we didn't spend too long on this. Like, oh, I can't go. Patty describes Karen as short, thin, really quiet, and is always reading. Sounds a lot like Patty aside from being short. But it turns out, friends, that Karen has changed. Now she's a total hottie, and the boys are all falling over themselves for her.
I mean, what did this girl look like to get the responses that this author has said?
Well, Lauren says Karen Lawson had a real shape. And shape is italicized. So that's gross for a 10-year-old. I mean, I'm not going to shame a 10-year-old for having curves or anything, because that's awful. I started wearing a bra in 5th grade. And, like, I wasn't, like, big or anything, but it's still embarrassing. But anyway, she doesn't seem upset about that. But we do get a fashion alert when she and Patty walk into the ice rink. She's wearing a rubber miniskirt and a deep red one. Also white leg warmers, and her sweater was red sprinkled with black lines and white circles and crosses like a tic-tac-toe game. Oh, her arms were loaded with sparkling bangle bracelets and a gold feather earring from one ear. And she didn't even look tacky. I'm surprised Stephanie didn't say anything about her taking her red, black, and white look. But what is this rubber miniskirt? What did you envision?
I guess kind of like a tight leather skirt, but rubber.
Okay. Like
kind of shiny.
Latex? Okay, probably like what I looked up here.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's not where my... I was thinking... I don't know. I was thinking something thicker, like thicker rubber. Like...
Okay.
I don't...
Were you thinking of like
know.
Bondage suits?
No, that looks more bondagey to me than what I was envisioning.
Yeah.
Maybe like more like science fiction-y, sci-fi. You know, if they have any rubber on their uniforms or whatever in space. I don't know. That's what I envisioned the whole time until like 2 hours ago when I looked it up. When I looked up, rubber miniskirt. I was like, oh, that kind of rubber. Like latex. Okay. Anyways, that was upsetting for me. This is still upsetting a little bit, but so back at the sleepover, Karen has like all the girls enthralled, telling them about movie stars she sees out in Malibu and all about astrology. She says she hasn't played Truth or Dare in forever, which reminds me so much of Sheila last week saying she hadn't yo-yoed since she was 2.
Right.
You know, so that was interesting. But she introduces the girls to the idea of 7 Minutes in Heaven that she says they play in California like all the time. They don't have any boys at the sleepover, so it's just the idea that's enticing,
Right.
which, okay.
Yeah, because they're playing Truth or Dare or Mad Libs.
Oh, yeah, Mad Libs. That's what she said was babyish, too. Yeah. Okay. They get into their pajamas. And Karen pulls out like this old warm like nightgown, and she's like, oh, it's because my mom got it for me because it's cold here, because I can't sleep how I usually sleep, which is in the raw. I don't feel comfortable thinking about a 10-year-old sleeping naked. I don't like that. That was unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, wow, okay.
Yeah. I mean, she could have said, yeah, normally I wear like cute little shorts or something.
I guess normally it would be a younger girl reading this, thinking about another younger girl.
I think I would still feel weird about it, though.
Imagining how it would be for yourself to sleep in the raw. But yeah.
I would hate that idea as well for myself. I don't like it now.
I mean,
I wouldn't feel comfortable.
I just sleep
naked.
in my underwear, so
yeah,
that's pretty close to raw.
It's pretty close. I don't like the way you said that.
I'm almost raw dogging it.
Ew, God, no. We're talking about this while we're talking about 10-year-olds.
No, I'm not talking about 10-year-olds.
No, I know, but it's just all at the same time, and it's that. I like a good pair of pajamas. I'm getting very into matching sets of pajamas right now, and I'm just really pleased with it because I'm old. Let's move on. So Kate, ever suspicious, thinks something's up, and she's like, And so she and Lauren go to check out the magazine that they had been reading at the beginning of the book. And it turns out Karen got absolutely everything out of there. Talking about seeing these celebrities jogging on the beach. There's pictures of that in the magazine. But I'm impressed that she seems to have memorized every single thing from the horoscope.
The horoscopes, yeah.
For like all of them.
Yeah.
All 12. It's a good amount of information. So, you know what, Karen? I'm impressed with you there. Good job. So by the time next Friday rolls around, they're having their regular, just the 4 of them, plus Karen sleepover at Patty's. The other girls haven't really seen Patty during this time, but so Karen has completely changed her. Patty's wearing Karen's clothes, and Karen's moved stuff from Patty's room up to the attic. Like, even like all her stuffed animals and a bunch of books and stuff. And it's like, no. And she even changed Patty's kitten's name from Adelaide to Tanya.
Are we skipping some stuff like the movies?
What? Like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but it's not very interesting.
I mean, that she like called her the guy that.
Oh yeah, she called guys Lauren likes to go see movies, and she's like, hey, do you have a couple more friends to come for the other girls? And yeah, but fortunately, whichever boy it was.
Pete.
Oh, look at you.
Pete Stone.
Wow. Oh, Pete Stone made an impression on you.
I know Pete.
You know Pete. Anyways, he was not interested in Karen. apparently. And
he was, but then when she just kept talking during the movie and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he apparently just kept talking about Lauren.
Uh-huh. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of made Lauren mad. Like, she's like, well, I'm not going. I got to do something else anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be that way.
Gonna be that way.
Patty
Still my
didn't
man.
do anything about it either.
Well,
come on, Patty.
Patty's too shy to stand up to her about anything. And I get that. I would have been the same way, honestly. Until she tried moving the books out of my room.
Right.
Renaming my pet. No. But yeah, when Lauren gets Patty alone, she admits she doesn't really like any of it. So they go back up into the room to like confront Karen a little or something.
Right.
But all of a sudden, Karen's sister Lisa storms in the house back from her college tour. Let me tell you about what she's wearing in this last fashion alert, because it is dope. Karen's sister was very small, not much bigger than Karen, and very blonde, with spiky hair and dark eye makeup. She was wearing a black and white sweater, a black rubber mini, black tights, and long dangly earrings. And she is pissed, y'all. Turns out Karen has, stolen a whole bunch of Lisa's clothes out of her suitcase. So she had, practically nothing to wear for her. I mean, you know what? You probably shouldn't be wearing a lot of these things to college tours and interviews and stuff. But nonetheless, bad form, Karen. Yeah, so all her really cool clothes aren't hers at all. And she confesses to getting everything out of that magazine. And it turns out she's just as careful and boring as Patty. She had even taken that same quiz and it made her...
Now, here's the thing. Does that give her the right to be an asshole?
It does not give her the right to be an asshole, no.
I understand wanting to be somebody different and getting into a different situation and acting different, but I mean, she just went straight asshole on Patty.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I think it's because,
and was like, Patty, you're not good enough. The things in your room are not good enough. It's too much of a baby. I'm going to change everything.
I mean, that's apparently what she thinks carefree is being completely tactless and rude. Although Stephanie's not, a little bit sometimes. But, I don't know, I think maybe, it seems like, especially then in movies and stuff, the popular girls were the mean girls. And so maybe she had that idea. Anyway, so girls have a good time playing babyish games of Mad Libs at the end. And that's your 75 pages of the sleepover. Now, being the sleepover friends, I did take down everything they ate. It's a pretty short list this time.
Really?
Comparatively, I think so. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, caramel popcorn, twice. A float with 2 scoops of ice cream, a chocolate shake, a banana smoothie, a lime freeze, the aforementioned secret weapon, sandwiches, barbecue chips, cheese doodles, Dr. Pepper, cherry Coke, various dips to go with vegetable sticks, potato salad, brownies, tiny pepperoni pizzas, handmade by Jane's mom. Dang. I like Jane's mom stressing out about things.
Yeah.
That was realistic. Shrimp dip, cheddar cheese ball with olives and pimentos in it, strawberry soda, and sushi. And regular size pizza. I mean, I think we talked about any problematic stuff. I mean, they're very judgmental little girls. And they say what's ever on their minds about other people. Not a fan of all the shaming that you listed earlier. Especially making fun of that one girl for wearing brown. I don't know. That just really got to me. It's brown is fine. Fuck off.
Didn't they say something about glasses too?
Oh yeah, and contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. It's they're oh, that one girl squints a lot. And somebody else says, I think she wears contacts. And I'm like, well, she needs new contacts if she's squinting. But yeah, that sounded judgmental that she was wearing contacts too. It's like, it's just not good enough for you people, for somebody not to have perfect 20/20 vision, I guess. I also started wearing glasses and forth. And this is embarrassing. They were red wire rim glasses. And they reminded me of Sally Jesse Raphael.
Okay.
Do you remember her? The talk show?
I do.
Yeah. And her super duper awesome.
Were they big?
Hers or mine?
Hers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mine weren't. They were at least, I mean, they were wire rim. I mean, that was like pretty cool for 92.
Right.
But they were red. I don't know.
You just wanted some color in your
I wanted the color. I don't know. I don't think I have any pictures of me in my glasses. Okay, so in your boy magazines, you didn't have personality quizzes or anything like that, did you?
Did they have boy magazines?
Well, I mean, we've talked about it before. You know, you read like Sports Illustrated and...
Yeah, no quizzes. Nothing like that. Yeah, I was going to say, I think of boy magazines like, I read a lot of motorcycle magazines.
Right.
Like dirt biking motorcycles.
They didn't have like a, what kind of dirt bike suits your personality?
Nope. Nope, they did not.
That's a shame. BuzzFeed would now. I like, a lot of these quizzes are like, the precursor to all the, BuzzFeed. Tell us what kind of ice cream you like, and we'll tell you what sort of house you should live in.
Right.
I did a bit of research, and they've been around, personality quizzes, in magazines for a very long time. Like, since the 40s.
Oh.
Like, Cosmo quizzes started in, the 40s.
I actually thought it might have been even earlier, because I know there were women's magazines in the 1800s.
There were.
Yeah.
The copies I have of, like, the Godets, Gaudis that we get at the antique mall.
Right.
They don't have quizzes in them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they may have started earlier, though, than But, okay, so.
I certainly remember, like, my mom's magazine. She would get Cosmopolitan and Red Book.
Sure.
You don't remember Red Book?
No, I do. I just not sure if there were, like, quizzes like that in there.
Basically, it was basically Cosmopolitan for...
I thought it was more like house stuff, too.
Yeah, I think it was more geared toward housewives than people who wanted to be cosmopolitan.
Right, yeah. Okay. So I found this on this blog, Envisioning the American Dream. They have a copy of the May issue of The Girlfriend and the Boyfriend, a pulp magazine. And this issue has 2 gender-specific tests from 1953. So I thought we might take these. I haven't read all the things. But yeah, there's a boy one and a girl one. Here's 12 questions, 14 questions.
Okay, so beforehand, here's the modern Red Book. 15 female masturbation tips that will take you over the edge.
15?
Why you need edging in... Hold on. Make sure you click on it. What is edging, and can it give me better orgasms?
Okay, Red Book, you're a lot more salacious than I thought.
And then you have 18 things Olive Garden employees want you to know before you eat there.
I mean, they've piqued my interest on all things. I'm not gonna...
All right, so here we go.
Okay. All right, here is the boy-specific quiz. When calling for a girl on a date, would you sit in the car outside her house and honk instead of going to the front door?
No.
These are all yes or no, by the way.
Okay.
But you may elaborate if you'd like. Would you be apt to forget to send her a card or a small gift on the occasion of her birthday?
Would I be apt?
To forget.
To forget. No.
You wouldn't. forget.
No.
Yeah. Would you take a girl to something you wanted to see, a basketball game, instead of to something she would like better, like a movie?
I mean, why not both?
Why not both? Because it's 1953 and you have like a 9 o'clock curfew.
I mean, why not a basketball game on Friday and a movie on Saturday?
Okay.
So, yes, I would. I would
take
her to something I want to see, and then I would also take her to something.
So that was kind of a wash.
But, yeah, I'm going to go with yes, because it's not going to let you do.
Would you fail to notice and compliment your girlfriend's becoming new dress or her different hairdo?
Yes.
You never notice when I cut my hair. Do you go in for heavy petting without showing restraint? And do you like to and date girls who permit this behavior?
Yes. No, not without restraint.
Okay. Would you be unable to answer if you were asked right now to describe the color of your girl's eyes? Don't look.
Would I? Okay, say the question again.
Would you be unable to answer?
Unable. No.
What color are my eyes?
Your eyes are brown.
Very good. If you and your girlfriend quarreled, would you be stubborn and wait for her to make the first move toward a reconciliation?
I mean, if I thought I was right.
Which I'm assuming you do, so that's a yes. If your girlfriend went out with another boy, would you be suspicious and demand a detailed explanation instead of trusting her?
If she went out with another boy, I mean, if I'm saying you as my girlfriend, no.
Okay. But let's say, it seems like there was much more casual dating in like the 50s.
Yeah, casually dating
unless you were pinned or something.
And that would be a yes.
You would be suspicious?
Yes.
Oh, and demand a detailed explanation?
Detailed.
Okay. Would you insist that the word obey be included in the marriage service, even though your girl objected? Dang.
That would be a no.
That would be a no, because we most definitely did not have that. Well, it's kind of nice to know that they were questioning using the word obey in 1953, though.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I mean, they were still trying to get me to give away my daughter in, whatever that was, 2015, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
who was trying to make you do that? Wanted you to do that?
The preacher.
Oh, okay.
He said it's a very important part of the ceremony. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable doing that because the whole reason there's like 35 people sitting in this auditorium during the rehearsal.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had like 10 groomsmen and she had like 10 bridesmaids and then family members and oh yeah.
And you do you went toe to toe with this preacher?
And I said I don't feel comfortable with it because the whole reason that's in there is because women were property and it was showing that you were giving away, that the father was handing over possession of his property to the husband.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with that.
So
they're like, well, it means something different now, but you could
doesn't.
You could just see some of those kids' eyes get huge, like they had never even thought of that before.
Well, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. Was this his preacher?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thought so. I'm like, that doesn't seem like Megan. Okay.
And his son, the preacher's son, was the one who provided the cocaine on their the night before their wedding.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dope.
I mean, I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
I've never actually tried cocaine.
No. And they're not. They're divorced now, by the way.
Yeah.
So we all know.
Yeah, we like her husband or her partner.
Yes, yeah. We love him. Her baby daddy right now.
Baby daddy.
Yeah.
Future
We love him. All right. If your girl got a bad headache while on a date and asked you to take her home, would you be mad instead of sympathetic?
Hell yeah. I mean, I paid for dinner and I'm not getting sex out of it. Come on.
So I'm going to mark that as a no. Oh. If she likes long hair music and you don't, I'm guessing hippie music?
What?
Or maybe not even hippie, maybe like Beatles
rock
type.
and roll,
It's
yep.
53, so it's even before that.
Rolling Stones, maybe?
I don't know.
It's
one word, long hair.
Okay.
Like, so apparently this is like...
long hair, freaky people.
Yeah. Anyways, if she likes long hair music and you don't, would you refuse to take her to a concert that would bore you?
Man, that's iffy because it would really be according to how much I liked her. Because I have done some very boring things with you to make you happy.
Like this podcast. I know, but you do really like me.
I mean, so that's hard to answer.
Okay.
You can flip a coin on that one.
All right. Would you date a number of girls even though you were conscious that you were in love with just one?
No.
Dang. Why would you? Goodness. Would you stubbornly refuse to admit you were wrong in an argument even after it becomes clear that you were?
No.
Because if there's evidence, you're okay with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to convince me that I'm wrong, or I have to suddenly say, okay, I was misconceiving something or misremembering.
Would you stay seated when your girlfriend's mother walked into the room and spoke to you?
Yes.
I mean, that's just something we don't do anymore.
Yeah.
So the name of this was, Will You Make a Good Lover? It just says, a perfect score of no meant he would be the kind of boy the girls will go for. And let's see, you had 5 yeses and 2 washes. So, yeah, according to this, you would not be the kind of boy the girls will go for. All right, so there's one for girls.
Do you want me to read it to you? Or?
No, I'll read it out loud.
Okay.
But, would you be inclined to look down on a man if he made less money than you happen to earn at your place of employment? No. Do you believe it is absolutely necessary for a girl to complete her college course before she marries her boyfriend? Yes. Do you find the idea of sex so distasteful to you that you don't want to discuss it or have it discussed? Hell no. After you go to the altar and are married, would you rather continue to work and wait to have children until sometime later? Yeah. Would you prefer to entertain at a restaurant or a country club than in your own home where you would prepare the meal? I mean, I would always prefer to be in my own home.
Be in the home.
But I don't like to cook.
But when you have a choice of you preparing or somebody else.
I guess I'll say no.
Can you have it catered?
Yeah, I know. It's not the point of the question, I believe.
Right.
But, like, I'll make some cotton candy or something. Are you convinced that men are, for the most part, basically bestial and have very few finer feelings? No.
Wow.
Would you rather sit down and paint a picture or type letters or read a treatise? How do you say that word? Treatise. Then cook and serve a meal? Hell yeah. I really don't like cooking, y'all. Would you be angry if the money you had carefully saved for a beautiful new outfit had to go to meet some emergency? No. Would you be much more interested in your own promotions than the ones your boyfriend receives at his job? Well, I mean, yeah. Would you rather have a nurse for your children and go to business instead of staying home and taking care of them yourself? I mean, I mean, obviously, it's not a question of if you want kids or not.
Right.
But yeah, I'm going to have to say yeah. Would the approval of your boss mean much more to you than words of approval spoken by your boyfriend? I mean, I guess the way it's phrased, no. But, like, I don't really want approval from anybody, thank you. So, yeah, if you answer yes to all or almost all of the questions, you are best fitted for a career. But if your answers are all or almost all no, then you are best fitted for love. Because you cannot have...
That's right.
So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Okay, it's 11 questions and I only had 5 yeses. So, I mean, I had a slight majority of no's.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing you love me. So, yeah, that was... Wow. 50s. You were fun.
Huh.
But I've got one more quiz that we can both take at the same time.
Ah.
It's from 17 magazine, from the November 1996 edition, which I would have had because I was 14.
What magazine?
17.
Okay.
And yeah, that's when I had a subscription to and I read. But the question is, the quiz is, do you have too much attitude? At 11 p.m., it occurs to you that you promised to bake brownies for tomorrow's homeroom fundraiser for the needy. You show up empty-handed, saying that you had better things to do than soil your hands with brownie batter. Stop at the supermarket on your way to school, pick up a bag of Chips Ahoy, and say, "So sorry, dudes," when your pals point out the lameness of prepackaged goods. Crack open a Diet Coke and do the Betty Crocker thing till 1 a.m., whipping up delicious brownies.
Stop at a store.
Same. Your all-time favorite place to shop is your best friend's closet. She has the coolest and most wallet-friendly stuff and always lends you whatever, whenever. When she asks whether she could borrow your beloved J. Crew turtleneck, you let her wear it, but only after she listens to an extended lecture about your corduroys that got ripped when she wore them the last time. Say no way as you hand her a pile of 15 unwashed things that you borrowed from her. Lend her the turtleneck, of course, plus a pair of faded jeans.
The first one.
I think me too. Oh no. We're going to have the same score. A girl you've never met in your life says, "What's up?" sits down at your lunch table and starts unpacking her Hello Kitty lunchbox. You say hi and offer up some Oreos. Politely introduce yourself and your friends, but then roll your eyes when she's not looking. Ask, "Excuse me, but do you have a reservation?"
I don't like any of those. What was
I
the
don't
first
either.
one?
Say hi and offer up some Oreos.
I guess that one.
I guess that one too. I'd say hi. But you're not getting my Oreos. I don't know you. At least right away, you know. Desperate for dough, since you pretty much bought the Gap's entire fall line, you score a job scooping ice cream at Just for Licks. On the first day, your boss asks you to mop on the floor. You respond, "Moi? Who do I look like? Mighty Maid or someone?" Agree to the chore, but while doing it, lament how much you hate being an indentured slave. Whoa! Cringe, but say with a smile, "Sure, show me the way to the mop."
Yep. Third one.
I would hope so.
I mean, I wash dishes for a living, so.
Your best friend's mom is making her work a shift at their church's Rummage for Religion sale on Saturday afternoon. You go, but bring your Game Boy along to keep you entertained. Think, ugh, but say great. After all, she morally supported you during that awful kitty carnival at your sister's daycare center. Or nag her with, "No way, Jose, you're not wasting a non-school day extracting old Kleenex wads from polyester pantsuit pockets."
What? Probably the Game Boy one.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't have a Game Boy, but I could borrow my brother's, I guess.
Yeah, I
Or
had to
take my
borrow.
Discman, probably, really. Yeah. Your mom, stuck with a pile of paperwork at the office, asks you to babysit your little brother until she can unchain herself from her desk. You, however, have plans to see Romeo and Juliet, the Leonardo Claire Danes version, with your beau. Oh. You tell her she owed you big time for forcing you to put your love life, of all things, on hold. Suggests that your mom check the yellow pages under babysitting. You're not, after all, the kid's nanny. Or say okay, and then call your boyfriend to see if he has any interest in renting the 1960s version of the movie. Because you've heard that the kid who plays Romeo's a real cutie.
D. Tell her that we have to bring my little brother along to the movies.
No. Oh, you couldn't pay me to do that. Especially to see Romeo and Juliet? Oh my goodness, no.
And then make him sit like 2 rows in front of you. So you can see him, but he's not next to you.
Anyway, yours is not an answer.
What was the first one?
Tell her she owes you big time for forcing you to put your love life, of all things, on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that one.
Your Aunt Julie gives you a pair of mittens that she knitted, unaware that yellow is just not your color. You print her out a copy of the thank you form letter on your computer. And I bet Clippy helped with that. And then stash the mittens in the back of your sock drawer. They'll never see the light again, unless, of course, she comes over. Tell her you absolutely love them and ask if she could knit you another pair in a color that you'd actually wear, like blue. Turn them into comfy bedding for your hamster. Your aunt must be kidding if she thinks you'd ever wear those heinous things in public.
I mean, it would be useful as a hamster thing.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I could see myself doing any of them, honestly.
Yeah. But seeing as how my aunt never would go over to my house and would never go into my room.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's true.
I would most likely just use it as a hamster thing.
Okay, let's go with hamster. Your teacher asks you to tutor a fellow student in trig since you scored an A on your last exam. You respond, hello, like I have time in my jam-packed schedule to discuss a bunch of math problems with a total stranger. Or make up mock quizzes, go over old homework assignments, and schedule a hair appointment. Who knows? Maybe your new prodigy will be that Matt LeBlanc lookalike you've had your eye on. Or say you'll do it, as long as you get rewarded with some extra credit. It's not like you don't have an after-school life, after all.
Probably a third one.
Yeah, same. One of the guys on the football team who isn't exactly your type, or even your type's most distant relative, asks you if you want to be his date for winter formal. You can pretend as a cheerleader, I guess. You answer, cool, I'd love to go. He does have the cutest dimples, and he doesn't seem likely to throw up on you the way last year's date did. Or, as if. Or, I'll have to think about it and wait to see if you get a more enticing offer.
Probably the first one.
Yeah, if he's got cute dimples, yeah. Your cousin, who wears her pet python around her neck wherever she goes, is staying at your house for the weekend. When your mom asks you to take her to your best friend's birthday bash, wow, this sounds a lot like the book. You oblige, but when she talks to you at the party, you say, do I know you? Throw a hissy fit and refuse to take her. Doesn't your mom know that showing up with Snake Girl would be social suicide? Or take her and introduce her to everyone as your cousin, the amphibian expert.
Yeah, third.
Last one, yeah. I just couldn't see being that mean. Okay, we got Tude in training. You dish out the attitude at times, but you also harbor some healthy pangs of guilt that keep you from completely dissing the people you care about. Like your friends and family, maybe? Still, you might want to think about putting a lid on the semi-princess attitude entirely and calling to mind the basics of social skills. Play nice. Think more about what you say and do, and whom you say and do it to, because if you don't, your "I'm kind of cool" edge may eventually end up cutting you.
Wow. Now, did you ever take the Myers-Briggs?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I am disappointed in you for not remembering this. I'm not even gonna lie. We talked about that a lot when we first started dating.
Did we?
Yes. And we even talked about how there should be a dating app
Sure.
based on it.
Okay.
Are you lying?
No, it's coming back.
Now?
Yeah.
Because we're very similar, because you're an INTJ and I'm an INFJ.
Right.
Yes.
So that's the real personality quiz.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
Some people think that's bullshit too.
I've read a lot of things talking about how they think it's bullshit. It has a lot of in-depth questions though, and
if you take a good one, there are lots.
Yeah,
that are
yeah. There are ones like on Facebook where you go through.
Yeah, it's like 10 questions.
Yeah, 10 questions. Oh, okay, you're this. No, like you take one that has like 100 questions, and they're actual personality. It's getting more in depth.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, and I think it's insightful, but.
And they have a lot of ones that they basically say the same question again in a different form to make sure that you're actually answering the same way, that you can see it from another perspective and still answer it the same way. Yeah.
Okay, have you heard of the Enneagram test? It's like a similar one, but I've never taken it.
Yes, I think I have.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Heard of it or taken it?
I've probably taken it.
Oh, if you haven't done that yet. Have you taken the 5 love languages quiz? I have, but I forget what I am.
I don't know if I have.
We should do that. And be insightful for our relationship. Yeah. Anyways, okay, we're going kind of long now.
Yeah. So take the Myers-Briggs and let us know what you are.
Let us know what you are if you don't know already. I think a lot of people have taken it.
Yeah. But take a good one. Take one that's long. It'll take a while, but it's worth it.
Yeah. So what are you reading?
Well, I guess this is more of a what I finished reading than what I am reading. And I don't have it up now for some reason.
You want me to go first?
Sure. So
I finished Lost Roses, the sequel-ish to Lilac Girls. It was good. I gave it 4 stars. I shouldn't think it was as good as Lilac Girls, but I still enjoyed it, and I'd read more. And then I read Tiny Pretty Things by, I'm going to fuck up these authors' names. I'm really sorry. Sona Charyapatra and Danielle Clayton. So I picked up this book because everybody was really excited like last week or a couple weeks ago that it got picked up to be a Netflix series. And it's about a ballet school. And man, ballet drama books are I don't like to say guilty pleasure because I don't think you should feel guilty for reading anything or watching anything. But anyways, I love them. It's my jam. I'll say that. It's my jam. Huh. And so this book is obviously a take on School of American Ballet, which essentially feeds into the New York City Ballet. A lot of the students have been there forever, which mainly tracks, but really there's a lot of shifting around. Either you go be an apprentice in the company or new kids come in from different places to finish out their training in like when you're like 16, which these kids are. So in this, there is a new girl, just one new girl, and she gets like a lot of hate and shit starts happening to her, and there are a lot of suspects because not everybody's very nice. Not a lot of nice people. But you kind of feel bad. I kind of feel for the bad girls. And the new girl is like annoyingly perfect, like a Mary Sue character. So, I mean, you're not cheering on when like she's getting hurt and stuff. But like, come on, please do something wrong because you're kind of irritating. But it's really diverse, especially for a ballet book, which is awesome. And they bring up the problems with race and stuff in the ballet world because it's a major thing still. But it is not the main focus. But yeah, I'll probably read the second one because there's a sequel, and I'll definitely watch the show.
I read Vow of Thieves. It's the second book in the Dance of Thieves series, and it's still kind of world building, and there's a lot of, anyway, stuff happens.
Stuff happens. That's good.
I'll probably read I'll read the third one. I'll get the third one. So I think I gave it 4 out of 5. And then Spy Camp, I finished that.
Oh, yeah.
Those books are like, they're really quick reads.
Yeah. I mean, they're young adult books.
Yeah,
right?
they're young adult books, and they're still fun.
Cool.
So I'd rate it 4 as well. And
I saw there are a lot in that series.
I think there are like
more?
7 or 8. Yeah, I've got the third one now, so that's what I'm going to listen to next.
Is that all?
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Hey, we still only have 1 review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts.
Nobody's got their $1 yet.
Please. No, nobody got their $1 yet. So please go over there and rate us and subscribe. It would really mean a lot. We're on our 30th. This is episode 30. Did you realize that?
No, I did not.
That's a lot. I know people are listening. I see the download numbers. So please subscribe, rate to us. Also, check out our website at fightingoverthecardcatalog.com, and you'll find all our social links there, where you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, and Pinterest at Fighting Over the Card Catalog, Twitter at Card Catalog Pod, and my personal one at Just Digress. Our next book is going to be BSC number 9, The Ghost at Dawn's House. And you're going to be like real mad about this because we need to record a day early next week, and you're not going to have Sunday night to read because we have the Houston game. Yeah. And also, for listeners, it may be late because next Tuesday I'm going off for a week to take my goddaughter to college in upstate New York, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be a fun girls road trip. So I'll try to edit whilst I'm doing that. But yeah, I won't have time to read, and then you get a week off for reading all the books.
But a week of taking care of dogs by myself.
All by yourself. Yeah.
And without my best friend around.
Aww. Well, I'm going off my other best friend. But I'll miss you and the dogs. But anyways, we've still got a week before that happens. Yep. So, and this next book was one of my absolute favorites. I probably read it the most.
Really?
Yes. We're rereading the books of your childhood.
So you don't have to.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.